Hello, Clemson Nation. This is Patrick Driscoll, and welcome to a special edition of On the Prowl, the show where I keep you updated on all things Clemson sports. This is now the 10th episode of our series, and to celebrate, I will be giving you the biggest rundown to date. Nevertheless, let's get started already. Clemson baseball sure started their season and the Bakich era on the right track this past weekend. At Doug Kingsworth Stadium, the Tigers swept Binghamton University's start out 3-0 on the year. Let me give you the rundown. Friday was an 11-3 dub, Saturday was a 3-2 dub, and Sunday was a 19-1, say it with me, dub. Weekend highlights include junior infielder Blake Wright's first two at-bats of the season being home runs, manager Eric Bakich recording his 400th career win, and the dominant 19-run victory on the third and final game of the series. That final game included two 7-run innings and an absurd 21 hits. The boys are back in action this afternoon against Charlotte at DKS. First pitch is set for 4 o'clock. Since we began with baseball, why not keep it rolling with a similar sport? Welcome to the show, softball. I'll take the blame for this one. It's about time we give you some credit. The team has been in action since February 9th and are off to a fantastic 10-0 start of the year. Did I mention they were ranked number 6 in the nation as well? Most recently, they dominated Ohio State in a 5-inning Mercy Rule victory. To lead the way on the offensive side of things, redshirt junior Valerie Cagle went 4 for 4 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Mackenzie Clark and Caroline Jacobson each added in 2 RBIs and a dinger of their own. Regan Spencer recorded her first start of the season with a complete game victory to cap off the 10-0 shutout. Clemson has a huge game at McWhorter Stadium this afternoon at 4 o'clock. They'll be squaring off against the number 10 ranked Georgia State Panthers. Come out and support. It's going to be a beautiful day. Moving on to basketball, Clemson suffered a crushing blow at the hands of Louisville University Saturday night. Once again, it was PJ Hall leading the Tigers, as he had an outstanding 28 points along with 8 boards. While March Madness is now a big question for the Tigers, these last 4 games for them are extremely crucial. The first of 4 in-conference battles will be against Syracuse, and it's at Little John. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Be there and be rowdy, Clemson Nation. As for the women, this past Thursday they battled the Miami Hurricanes on the road. The game was a nail-biter, as they lost by a mere 5 points. Daisha Bradford put up 18 along with 4 steals, and Amari Robinson also reached double figures with 12 points. The loss now puts the team at an even 14-14 record on the year. They look to get over that hump this Thursday night when they square off against Virginia University. Tip-off at 7 at Little John. Clemson women's lacrosse just keeps outdoing themselves. Last episode, I mentioned the ridiculous margin of points they have outscored their opponents by. Well, they just keep adding to it. This past Saturday, they destroyed Winthrop University on the road, winning by a score of 21-1. Clemson put their foot on the gas immediately, scoring 9 goals in the first quarter. 6 of those first quarter goals were scored by Clemson's leading scorer, Hannah Hillcoff. Later in the game, she added another to put her at 7 total in the game. As a unit, Clemson won 16 out of the 25 draws in the contest. This win now has the Tigers outscoring their opponents by a margin of 63-5. Absolutely amazing work, ladies. Women's lacrosse will be back at Riggs Wednesday at 4 p.m. versus Gardner-Webb. Keep it going. Fresh off a victory versus FAU Friday, Clemson men's tennis looked to keep the momentum going this past Sunday. They took on the number 22 ranked Northwestern University at Duckworth, and man, what a battle it was. Clemson played their best doubles matches of the year, as Max Smith and Jorge Plans Gonzalez started things off with a victory. Shortly after, Matt Pitts and Trey Stinchcomb grabbed another point for Clemson. Nini Dika and Spencer Whitaker stepped up and took crucial singles points as well. The match was now tied at 3 apiece, and Ryohei Azuma battled valiantly to be the hero for Clemson. Ultimately, he fell just short as the match ended in a 4-3 final. The Tigers have this weekend to look forward to though, as they play UNCW Saturday at noon. It's free admission, so give these studs your support this weekend. Courtesy of the women's tennis team, I think Duckworth Family Tennis Facility needs some extra brooms. This past Sunday, they recorded their 7th home sweep against Coastal Carolina. What's also amazing is that their 10-1 record makes it their best start to the season since 1986. Let's get back to the Coastal Carolina game. The doubles squads of Christina Mayorova and Leigh Van Zyl, along with Samantha Boyux and Jenna Thompson, started things off with quick wins. Clemson kept the pressure up, as all 6 Tigers won their first sets in singles play. Victors included the 10-1 Mayorova, Van Zyl, and Boyux. Thompson, the South Carolina hero Sophia Hatton, and lastly, Dani Medvedeva closed things out with a victory. As ACC play starts with their next match, this is going to be a huge weekend for the team. The Tigers will be hitting the road as they play Louisville this Friday. First serve is scheduled for 4 o'clock. Safe travels and best of luck, women. Women's tennis is not the only team who will be at Louisville this weekend, though. It is championship season already for the track team. The 2023 ACC Indoor Championships will be held at Louisville University from Thursday through Saturday, and it is going to be special. Before conference though, head coach Mark Elliott had a business trip to make. He, along with 2 distance medley relay teams, hit a quick flight to Notre Dame this past weekend, and they made some history. The 4,000 meter relay team of Quarantine Cerebus, Amon Thornton, Gabe Ludwig, and Victor Indua ran a 9-minute and 32-second mark to set a new school record. Kudos to you, gentlemen. As for this weekend, the men and women are ready. Let me tell you that. You have all heard so many amazing things about these teams. And after a historic Tiger Paw outing, I know the men and women alike are going to show the conference how we do things in Tiger Town. Let's go Clemson Track! To wrap up this special episode, it's time to finally introduce a new segment to the show, and that is the Athlete of the Week. Every week, I will highlight a Clemson athlete who had themselves one heck of a performance. And our inaugural winner will be, drumroll please, Blake Wright, infielder, Clemson baseball. You are the Athlete of the Week. The Florida native started the season out with a bang. As I mentioned earlier, his first 2 at-bats of the season were dingers, and he continued to step up for the team when needed most. His opening day stat line was absurd. A Wendy's 4-for-4 piece at the plate, 2 homers, and 3 steals. Blake also had a crucial sac fly in Saturday's 3-2 nail biter. It was also great seeing his trademark snipey celebration back in action at DKS. Congrats and keep it up, Blake. What an episode this was. I had so much fun informing you all on the latest in Clemson sports. This may be the most action we get all year, and with this beautiful weather coming up, I think we all have no excuse to support all of our respective sports teams. Lastly, I am your host, Patrick Driscoll, and I already can't wait for the next one. See you next time.